Greetings, friends! Welcome back to the Mercenaries of Mischief. You missed if you missed it, I don't know if you missed it, perhaps you caught it, but there was a lovely wedding last week, complete with undead worms and dragons. People turned into dragons. That's a thing that happened. Anyways, let's check out the aftermath.
Well, look, I mean, I read everybody's dream journals for weddings, and I put all of that together into one big thing.
Definitely had undead dragons on my list.
Well, okay. I had dragons and undeads. So, okay. I'm sorry.
If you didn't check my registry.
I'm sorry.
Only have
myself to blame. Announcements this week. Regularly scheduled programming. I'm going to be doing Patreon games this week, so I'm not going to be doing much else, but we'll probably have some trash bin stuff going on. There'll be a couple things rolling out. We got Mercenaries of Mischief today, too many Warlocks tomorrow. And on Tuesday, I believe John and I are going to be on a podcast.
We're recording Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, recording. Okay, never mind.
It's a podcast. Podcasts aren't often live. And I don't think they do any sort of streaming on it. But we're a podcast called D&D and Big D, a Dallas-based podcast, and they have guests all the time. They've had some guests from like other podcasts I listen to that are pretty big and stuff. So that's exciting.
So we'll get to sit in their metaphorical chairs and record,
and we'll let you know, obviously, when that's publishing.
Yeah, we'll have some more information about that as it continues. But for now, if you please.
Okay. I hope the new one works here.
Fingers crossed.
Really good.
Hold on, where'd it go? God damn it. Why is it always like this? Why are things always this way? Okay.
Why though?
Here we go.
Just on the shores of the Deseret River, just across the way from Golden Fields, there rests a lonely keep.
Isn't it neat? Something got messed up with the export. The alpha channel got lost. So at the end, when it's black, it's supposed to just fade into us. It's going to look cooler next week.
Hell cool. Yeah. Great work.
Thank you.
Great work.
Thank you.
Kudos to John for rolling this out. Incredible work. This is what he's been working on all week. And
I mean, that was Friday. I do have a job.
I mean, okay. Well, okay. Look, most of my week passes by in a haze.
I upgraded my computer this week. I got a new SSD, an M2 SSD.
Doesn't it make such a nice difference?
Well, I had like a SATA SSD, but I got one of the M2 ones, and it's like, I think it's faster than my processor can handle, so I gotta upgrade my processor next. But I can record in like 4K now. Not that there would be any reason to ever do that.
But. Also, you upgraded your haircut.
I cut my hair last night.
Yeah. I don't have the courage. I wouldn't dare. I can't get my sideburns right.
I mean, I gotta do something. You guys are always playing these games I don't have, so I gotta do something to entertain myself. So I've been 3D printing and cutting my hair this week.
You can just hang out with us. Sam does that sometimes. He'll just hang out with us if we just play a game. And he's just like, I have a computer that doesn't work, so I'll just hang out with you and play games. But Melissa hangs out with us and does art, and that's cool too.
Yeah.
Anyways, hello. Welcome to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I am your benevolent dungeon master, Puck, and I am joined today by these mercenaries of mischief, of which I will now introduce in no particular order. Everyone's favorite hugbear barbarian, Norbog, is joining us today. Also joining us today is beloved servant of a faceless god, Rolda, kobold cleric, and possibly other characters that will also be in that frame. We'll see. Also joining us today, newly helmeted. She's got her +3 blue helmet of protection. Is special riding helmet. Jabetta fucking Knot is here with us today.
I wanted to wear this today to let everybody know I'm safe now. Okay.
Back on the horse. Back in the saddle.
And
as they say.
Last but not least, occasional mammoth and VIP bridesmaid, Lilith Singer, also joining us today, of whom I give lots of nice weapons to, and always comes in with these crazy tactics. But
She don't need weapons. She's got the greatest weapon of all.
Apparently
Another good reason for the helmet. Sometimes mammoths fall out of the sky around here, you know?
Nobody knows how I toil over these Word documents to create items for people, and then they just turn into mammoths.
Look,
But anyway.
give them to me because I don't have magic and won't do this to you.
That's true.
Look,
That's very
I'll give
true.
you some more cool stuff.
Mhm.
It's coming down the pipe.
I'm just saying.
Oh no! Look, like it's like when you start out at a new job and you're like hanging around for a bit, and they're like, "Okay, you're cool. Now we can give you the cool stuff."
I can tell because I made it into the intro this week. That's how I know that I've officially been
that's you're officially inaugurated. That's us saying we're gonna keep you.
You
Now.
can't leave
That's
now.
what I'm saying. Jonathan put effort into this. You can't leave.
Well, I mean, don't get too comfortable in your plot armor there, because I did make it in such a way that it's easy to change that out if this character dies and you have to
just
roll a new
swap
one
the
next week.
character out.
So, yeah.
Oh, why does it feel like it's been so long? I miss you guys.
I don't know.
I don't like. It's been a weird week. Okay, I'm so glad to be back. When last we left our heroes, torn from their original world and deposited into this place where so many things have gone wrong, where Zelos and Blackwind teamed up and destroyed the Avalon Knights, and the Avalon Knights that we know and love made some questionable decisions. Those Avalon Knights have gone to the world that we do know and love in an attempt to usurp our main characters, of which we have become so fond. And in this time, while they have wandered this world where, you know, the darkest timeline has occurred, they have met new friends. They have met a slightly insane Zelos who's run off with the warlocks, and some stuff is happening over there. You can tune in tomorrow to see it. Plug. They also encountered our dear friend Norbog, the Fear Eater, who is the daughter of Ogbog the Manslayer. Ogbog having succumbed to the wounds that he suffered during the battle of the Avalon Knights Academy, sending his dear daughter out into the world to bring the family back together. And they have done so. They have adventured and found Carl. They've found dear friend Calazar, who's getting married to a drow shadow dragon assassin. They've found Wormspit, and thanks to the efforts of the warlocks, they found Cookie and Melissa and a bunch of the team. Reassembled MT1. Most of the family is back together, those of us who are still with us. But right now, we check in with our good friend Kushano the Quick. Are you ready? I want to make sure you're prepared.
I don't think
No.
I'm ever fucking ready for this shit.
Okay, let's do it.
And
If the answer is you're never ready, then we just go. So you have been traveling with this tabaxi gentleman that you met in an effort to reclaim your memories, to help you find out who you are. And the memories come back in flashes. There's bits and pieces on them. But some of them are contradictory. Like you're seeing fragments of two different lives, but somehow they both feel like you. And you've traveled with him for some time, and he's been quite kind to you. And there's always this feeling that this is a friend. This stranger appears to hold some genuine affection for you, enough to just constantly kind of be looking out for your well-being and trying to help you as best as he can. And the journey has taken you out into a field, just a little bit northeast of Waterdeep. And this place is a battleground, or was a battleground. Now it holds the scars left behind by this war with Zelos and Blackwind. And it's all scarred and destroyed. And he leads you to a specific spot. And you know this spot. You've seen it in the visions where you die. And from this spot, you can see the ruins of what appeared to be some kind of walled fortification. And you were worried about the people in there.
what was that place?
That was the Avalon Knights Academy. They were good friends of yours.
Was I a student?
No. You were, well, aspirational is the best way to describe it. You're a kind of entrepreneur. Always had your eyes on some greater score or some bigger thing.
Who was I training knights for? Who did these knights serve?
They were adventurers. They served everyone, whoever needed it. They helped whoever needed helping. And they tried to make sure people who did not have a home had a home.
I was dead. I died. I died here. Also, I died elsewhere. I'm unsure. It's like things are... Have you ever had a dream very similar to what happened in waking life, but too similar, and you're not sure which was the dream?
Yes.
It's like that. It's like both happened, but they couldn't have, because one ended much sooner than the other. Perhaps I... Perhaps I've died twice?
Well, then
Perhaps
you're more resilient than you look.
perhaps I've died more than that. If I've come back from death twice. Am I immortal? Is there any way of knowing without directly testing it?
I don't know if you are immortal, but I do know that many people have not been able to come back in this world for some time. So if you are brought back, you are either very special, or perhaps you are very special to someone. Special enough to change the world.
I remember that people... It was both a current reality and a legend about people coming back from death. Long ago, somebody made it not possible anymore, but then that was undone, but also it wasn't. I sit down. I'm just gonna sit on the ground. I can't.
He comes up behind you and places a gentle paw on your shoulder. I understand this must be a lot to take in. I can't imagine what you are going through. I have trouble with my identity as well in the past. I had a dream. I had things that I wanted for myself, for the people that I cared about. People came to me offering ways to acquire those dreams. They sold me bad goods. I was fooled. And I became someone I didn't want to be. And I nearly lost everyone that was very close to me.
How
now
did you...
I am rediscovering who I am.
How did you... How did you fix it?
I was finally able to realize that I could not do it on my own, and I let people help me.
Okay, well, got that part. You've been helping me. It
Yes.
seems as though we were friends.
I did know you a bit, but if you can bring yourself to your feet, there's one more thing I can show you. Perhaps it will bring everything back.
I'm starting to wonder whether I want everything back.
Perhaps this is a chance at new you?
I think I made some horrible mistakes. I think people got hurt. Suppose I need to face up to that.
Look around you. We are all paying for mistakes in this world. But you have now a new start. You can be whatever you want.
I'll rise to my feet and follow his lead.
He leads you down the hill and through a shallow river crossing up to the ruins of this place. And he leads you up to the ruins of this wooden building. that seem to have sit outside the walls. And you can feel a bit of a connection to this place.
Yes, this I remember. This is... Is there a door standing?
It's kind of hanging off the hinges, like the rooftop and everything is gone. There's just the walls and the foundation, and then like some ruins inside.
And then I go inside.
You go inside and you're able to walk through the ruins. You can see the ruins tables kind of standing up still, and you can move a path through it. And one of the chairs is still standing upright. And it is covered with dust and debris.
I'm going to approach it. Clear off whatever I need to sit down.
Well, as you're wiping it off, you can see that there's actually been like a copper plaque placed on this chair. And it says, "Reserved for Kishano the Quick. He died trying to save us all."
Did you...
And it all starts flooding back. It starts to hit you like crashing waves. Both lives. And you start to realize who this Tabaxi is.
You lied to me.
I'm a bard. Kind of shrugs. And I'm also a cat.
I'm gonna walk back over to him. Punch him in the mouth. Where the fuck were you?
He
Years!
staggers back. He takes your punch.
Years I waited for you. Years I waited for you in that city.
He kind of nods. Takes everything you've got to say to him. I could not come back. I was no longer in charge of my life. I needed to find a way out.
I was alone. I trusted you and you abandoned me.
Yes. I was a fool. I looked out only for myself.
Oh my god, I did the same thing. I did the same thing to these people. I went off on my own. And it got me killed. What is this name? Kishana, what does it What does it mean?
Well, for that, I believe we would need your sister. She's the only one who came by it legitimately. I stole it too.
Yes. Yes, there were others. And the blue woman. I met her here,
Yes.
and it was like this. And we made it more.
And it looks like you have that chance to do it again. And this time, I won't leave. When I met you, I was pretending to be something I wasn't, and you believed my lie. You looked up to me and saw something that perhaps was greater than I actually was. There was no greater stroke to my cat ego than watching you look up to me as I played. It was my own selfishness that I allowed you to believe that. I did fail you. But I don't want to fail you again. When I saw you in the street, I know we had been given a second chance.
I remember the city being very different than the one I woke up in.
Yes. When you passed in this world, your friends went down a dark path. Many losses, many dead, and many questionable decisions have been made. But those friends are not here anymore. They have gone to another world.
What other world?
A reflection of this one. Where your other memories come from, I'm sure.
And the ones here were there when I died.
Yes. It broke their hearts. And with no time to grieve, this chair was the only monument they could put together. Before long, they were besieged. And they lost their home. And a few other things.
How much do you know about this place? How much time did you spend here?
I didn't spend much time here, but though I could not be near you, I always kept an eye on you and your friends, whenever I could. My other life gave me access to information networks, ways of knowing things that I should not have known. But I made sure I always watched you. There was nothing I could have done after you died. I tried to come and help your friends in the battle, but I was too late. Too far away. By the time I got here, everyone was scattered. It was not my place to interfere with your friends. So I watched and I hoped. And then I found you again.
We have to find them. We have to let maybe they left something. And I'm gonna start just digging through the crab shack. If there's any stairs standing, and go over to where the rooms would have been.
You start digging through everything and rooting through the place. And it's all ruins. There's not even an upstairs anymore to get to. But Wild walks around a bit, and he says, "Looks like they went to a wedding."
What makes you say that?
And he points to a note left saying that they are going to a wedding.
They were here.
They were.
Where
Let's
was?
go find them.
Where was this wedding? Yes, let's.
I know the way. I will take you there.
I don't. Not quite.
Not quite.
Clean enough. I try to cast prestidigitation.
I see. All right. Try to clean yourself up.
Does it work?
It's slow to come back. Like, you have to try it a couple times. But as you start to remember who you are, you start to prestidigitate yourself clean a little bit. Over and over again.
I feel like I was better at this at one point, but
Well, I mean, you came back from the dead twice. You might be a little rusty.
yeah, fair enough. Let's. Yes, we need to. We need to go there now.
Very well. Follow me. Let's go find them. And he starts leading the way. Meanwhile, is everybody good?
Yeah, cool, because I'm going to be able to
Everybody
focus on anything other than that.
Whew. All right.
2 seasons! 2.5 seasons waiting to do that scene.
God.
Oh.
So break time?
It's break time? No,
My
we got more. Are you ready for this?
No!
Wait, 2.5
No,
seasons.
God.
Where
No,
is your
sorry,
math
that's too
coming
long.
from?
I don't know. Look, time is an enigma. We are all but floating in the cosmos.
He's only been dead for
You don't
what,
think Puck's
10 months
been
real
planning
world
all
time.
of this
Since before we
this
met.
whole time?
It's all
He was
part
like,
of
I'm
the
gonna get this
plan.
Grabs, I'm gonna do this show, and I'm gonna get this
I don't
character,
have
and I'm
any
gonna
plans.
kill him, and
I'm
then
just a
I'm gonna bring him
dog
back.
chasing cars.
Carl! Chasing Carls!
Yeah, chasing Carl. Okay. Oh, speaking of
My
Carl.
stomach's doing flips. Ooh, Carl.
I'm doing great.
You're,
I'm so happy for you.
That 6 degrees of separation is serving you so well right now.
Who?
Oh, awesome. So
Okay.
we come back
Okay.
to the manor house in the aftermath of the wedding. Carl
Yep.
has just jumped up and proclaimed that worlds are going to collide.
I don't know about.
I gotta change gears. Hold on.
I don't know about.
Yeah. She's
Okay.
Just shift it. Look, do what you gotta do.
Which worlds?
Okay,
Oh,
so
right now.
Gilberta's gonna what? Worlds? What? Did you
Are you
figure out how to
sure?
open the box, also?
Oh, hey! That's right. You told me to work on a box.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I got it worked out, but I'm gonna need help.
I can help.
Okay.
What do we need to do?
We can do that, and also how do we?
Oh, you're gonna be a big help. Rolda's my friend. Rolda helped me put everybody else together.
We're good friends. We put people back together.
Oh, that's great.
Hey, but hold on. Which worlds are gonna collide? Because there's a lot of them.
Oh, this one and the other one that's like this one, but where the other bad stuff didn't happen.
Oh, the one we came from?
Hey, yeah, that's where you're from, isn't it?
Yeah, yes.
How do we prevent
Oh, that's
that?
cool.
Can
Like, what does that
How
mean?
do we
Like, how?
Make
Where?
that not happen.
Oh, I don't know if we can anymore. Because we gotta... the way they told it to me was that the world's is sick. They got a bad sickness. Both of them do. The other one's not so bad though. But we're getting isolated, and we got to figure it out on our own. And the people who are doing it, they want to merge the two worlds together so that they could take over.
who told
They
you?
happen to be dragons or half dragons.
Oh no,
Who's
these
they?
are bad guys made of death and metal. The
I
death
want to
metal
point around
guys.
the room. I'm pointing around the room to death metal. Sorry.
Oh yeah, kind of like that. There's a big one that tries to get into my special place, but he can't get in. He wants to use it to open up to get to all the other worlds. But I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think he means well.
So, do we need to go stop him?
Well, I mean, I don't know if... I don't want to be rude. But I don't know if you guys could stop him.
So, what?
I think we gotta
we
shut him
just-
down here.
How?
Yeah, that. What she said.
Oh. I mean... Oh, jeez, I'm not much of a strategist. But you guys is all good friends. Maybe if a bunch of good friends get together, maybe you can beat them. We just gotta beat the other ones that are here. It's not the big one that wants into my other place.
Do these things have
So
names?
let me ask you.
Sorry.
Sorry, which is the pink girl?
Yep. Yeah.
I was just asking if they have a name because you kept calling them others and stuff.
Oh, I don't
Idle.
know their name. He's just real scary and pointy. What about you, blue lady? Wait, your name's
So-
still better. You saw me in
It
the other
is.
place and told me to open the
I was-
box.
Yeah, that was the thing that happened. That was real
I
weird.
remember you now.
Yeah, buddy Carl.
Yeah,
She
my
does
buddy
kind of like
Rolda.
a shoulder bump.
Yeah, it's like patting a skeleton.
Yeah. She says, "Okay, so here's a question. If the two worlds, if we can't stop it, when the two worlds combine, what happens to all the people that exist in both? What happens to the histories? Does everybody forget one of them? And
Or does it all
Oh,
just explode?
jeez. I don't know. I don't think it'll all explode, though. I think it'll be like a mix. And then,
No.
like if you put two things together and you mix it up, like mac and cheese and like eggs. Then you got eggy
'Cause I'll
mac
be
and
honest.
cheese.
I had two things from two worlds, and they absolutely exploded when you put them together. I'm just saying that's the thing that
Oh,
happened.
that's crazy. I'm sorry that happened to you, but maybe they was special.
But if it's just
I
gonna mix
will.
together and be two things, then why is that so bad?
Well,
I do
I don't
not
I mean, it's not
want to
so-
be
I don't want to be a part of her.
part of the other
She
one.
sucks.
Yes.
They do
But-
suck.
Well,
Like,
I mean-
that's probably not a great idea.
Lots of tasty
Suck.
things are made when you put two things together, like mac and cheese and eggs.
That's
yeah.
horrifying.
Yeah,
mean,
but
that's
I'm not
pretty
sure food mixed with trash will be delightful.
And it kind of depends on
the
the.
trash.
Yeah, see, it depends on the trash. That's what I was gonna say. Me and Carl, we get each other. But sometimes
Girl,
people
do you
throw
have
out
orange?
things. Sometimes people throw out things that are very good. Like sometimes when there's still some ketchup left in the bottle, and they throw out the bottle, and then you could take that trash and put it on your eggs, and that's also delicious.
The
Oh, do you got a
earth
tiny
shakes. Oh, yeah, it's in my robes. Here. You want a tiny
Okay,
orange?
thanks. Yes, please.
Hey, how'd you know I'd have one of those?
Because you had one last time. In the
Oh,
place.
yeah, that's right. I find things in funny places. The ground shakes. And it feels like the room splits.
Oh,
And you see another room parallel to this one. Like
No.
beside it. And you can see Nuvarim sitting alone in a broken down manor house. And Nuvarim looks over and she's like, God, it's me.
Oh, God.
And
Also, see, we haven't gotten that one to Calzar yet.
and the other Nuvarim stands up
no.
and looks at all of
No.
you. And this look of surprise as she looks over the crowd. And then she looks at Calazar and she's like, well, who's that?
Oh, there's another one. There's another one.
We all just do this
You
at
can
Cal.
have your own.
Carl,
And poof.
you need to stop this.
And it goes away again. Oh no. It's getting worse.
We have to try.
Well,
We have to stop this.
I mean, we could come after the guys that are trying to pull it together. They're like if you had two boats, but it was like a boat made of like jello or pudding or something. And you got guys on both sides of the boats, and they're pulling ropes to pull the boats together until they merge into one boat.
Then
And
you
if we
just-
get rid of the guys pulling the boats, then they won't be able to pull the boats together no more.
Right.
I mean, it sounds like you just have a bigger boat of Jello. I don't see the problem here.
I mean, maybe.
Bad. Rolda, it's so bad.
Carl, you sound like you know them a lot. Is it like a big
Huh?
army? Or a small
Oh
group?
yeah, they go to a lot of places. I saw some places that were real bad because of these guys.
How
Well,
large?
we can't go there no more. We're trapped in these two worlds. Oh,
Are they? Okay.
like 25, 50, 100. They got a lot of them. But they take over the
So-
whole world and they make everything dead and pokey.
God, this is such a because in this world, it's going to be hard to recruit anyone to help because this could benefit this world because our world isn't as broken.
Well, maybe this
So much
world could benefit from the good things in your world.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying no one here is going to help us.
Oh, and he walks
Stop
over
this.
to Rhoda, and he says, "You got a friend, don't you?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of faces, no faces."
Yes. Yes. I call him, well, I was calling him Spacey because he's made out of space, but he doesn't seem to like that. And the one of
Oh,
many faces is too long, though. I'm calling him Tony.
I think maybe your friend and my boss, we could stitch it all together right.
Oh, yeah.
If we work together,
Well, can you
we
tell
still
us who
gotta
your
take
boss?
care of those guys pulling the ropes.
You never really told us who your boss was.
Oh, I can't say his name. If I say his name, and he vanishes.
Mm.
Carl!
Thank you.
And then
Damn it.
Carl walks into the front door. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That happens anytime I try to talk about him.
And you need snacks?
Oh, yeah, you want a tiny personally wrapped chocolate?
Ooh. Man.
Also, I found these weird keys. Nobody? Anybody lose some keys?
I have keys. And Gilberta pulls out the keys that she has from the... Are they the same keys?
Oh, hey, yeah. That's neat. I wonder if they're all the same. Can I take a look at those?
Here. She hands them to him.
And he checks it. 1, 2, 3. And it just goes on like that for a while.
Okay, alright. Nope.
Carl, are those keys important?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody lost them, I guess. I guess
I
if somebody's
found
missing
them-
them.
I found my set in Carl's...
That weird place you
Place.
went to?
Yeah.
Keys are one of those things that are always pretty important to the people who lost them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty important. But, yeah, like I could... Oh, that's right, the box. You wanted to open that
Yeah, the
box,
box.
right?
The box.
I could take
Yes,
you
the box.
guys, but I'm gonna need all of you together to open the box. Is that okay?
Yes.
Hey, didn't you say that the thing wanted to get to your secret space so that it could go to the other world?
Yeah, I think he wants to get in there because it's kind of like a hallway full of doors, and he could get to other places from there. And it's like he wants to get to all the other places, but I don't think he's got good intentions. I'll be honest with you. I get a bad vibe from that guy. I don't like to
Yeah.
brag, but I'm kind of a good judge of character.
Well, does that mean that you could get us to the other world if we went through that place?
Oh, hey, you're right. I could probably do that if it's okay with the boss.
Because I think someone said that there's another box like that over at our home. And if we get both,
Oh.
it'll be more powerful.
Oh.
Wait. What? Where did you hear
I think
that?
you
Who
might be
said
talking
that?
about other boxes.
But yeah, are we talking about the
Gil-
box that was... Oh, shit. I'm thinking of the...
Gilberta's talking about the box where all the people who were erased from reality are in.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought she was talking about the box that was buried under the keep. Never mind.
Oh,
No.
There's the box from Warlocks. As it shifts again, there's another rumbling. And you can see outside now. And you can see an Avalon Knights caravan moving through the Deseret Valley. And at the head of it is Ogbog the Manslayer leading the carts.
Shit.
Knew it.
God.
Looking
Oh, God.
perfectly healthy and happy.
And Norbog's she's gonna take a few steps towards it, but kind of pull up short of touching it. And say, Dad!
Oh. He stops with the caravan and walks up because he sees all these people. And he sees you, Norbog. And he kind of walks up to the edge of it and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, did you need something? I did. You look real familiar. Do we know each other?"
Ogbog?
"That's my name, Ogbog the Manslayer. Although I don't manslay anymore. I went through the program." And he puts up the back of his wrist and shows the daisy.
And I say, I know, and I hold up my daisy.
And just this look of shock goes over him. Are we family? I feel like I know you so well.
You do, but not really, and I'd like to know you.
And he kind of reaches a hand out to try and touch you.
Norbog takes a step back because she doesn't
want to.
It seems like a bad idea. It's 2 reasons. One, she doesn't want to cross the streams because that seems like a bad practical idea, but it's also not quite. It's
not quite sure what this means.
Still her dad, yeah.
And he looks past you at everybody else and he says, "Something's definitely wrong. I need you guys to tell me what to do."
Gilberta yells, "They're not us."
The worlds are colliding. Our worlds are colliding, Dad.
And he just keeps staring at Norbog, and he stares at the back of his hand, and he looks up at Norbog. And he slowly starts to put it together. And as you can see this image before you guys starting to collapse a little bit, he notices it too, and he says, "Is she alive there?"
I think so. She's been gone for a while, but I think so.
"Find her."
Yeah.
And
I think
it
I can do
fades
that.
away.
We gotta fix this shit. Like,
At least is that enough for Ogbog to get what's going on? Holy cannoli!
This is just the first hour, guys.
God.
This is gonna be a long tummy flipping session.
Right?
Oh.
So we gotta figure out, Carl. If another one of these things happens, is there any way they can help from there?
Well, they could do their thing on their side, but I think we're all going to be together soon. I don't think anybody will die, but, like, some things might get combined and some things might get reorganized. It kind of depends on how close you are to your other you. Or if there is another you.
That's too high of a risk
Yeah.
to let it happen.
But it sounds
It's
like there's not much we can do unless we do it right now.
Yes.
It's like if you had 2 tuning forks and they both vibrated the same, and you put them together, they both still vibrate the same. But if you got them both apart and they vibrate real different, you can't put them together and they'll still vibrate. They gotta stay apart. So, like, if you're vibrating real good like the other you, then you'll come together no problem. But if you're vibrating real different, maybe you won't come together.
Carl, is
Well,
this
we're
happening
very
because
different from our other selves. Most of
Is
us.
this happening?
Go ahead, Lilith.
is it happening because we're here? Or is this something
Well,
else now?
I think it's like, I think you guys opened the door. And, I mean, it's not your fault. You didn't know you were opening the door. It's like if you live in a bad neighborhood, you open the door and they notice you ain't got no locks on it. Somebody's going to come by and open your door again. Especially if it's somewhere they want to get into.
So we just need to close the door.
I don't know if we could close it now. They opened all the windows too. They got in and opened everything up.
Have to try.
Okay, we gotta go to the swamp though. But do you guys want to get those people out of the box first?
Yes.
If we can, yeah. Hey,
Many
does
of them
anybody
may be
here,
able to help us.
does anybody here know Regulus Coup?
And Cookie goes, I know Regulus Coup. The warlocks and I rescued him out of that horrible swamp just a little while ago.
Do you have a way to send a message to him? Because he is a person who might know if there is another me here or not.
I can send him a message.
Send a message out to him. Last I seen, he was checking in with his dragon friends. I hear these bad folks that attacked the wedding are looking to acquire some dragons. Wanted to use them for parts.
Because yeah, if there's another me here who's also helpful like me, and then we can, like forks, like Carl said, and then and be stronger, maybe?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have sending now.
Ooh.
Yay.
Yes, I do have sending now.
I never remember to.
Beautiful spell.
I never remember to prepare the useful spell.
See, I prepare the spells that are like secret useful, like sending and stuff like that. That's like stuff that doesn't help me at all in combat.
Hey, we gotta mix it up.
Yeah, and Mr. Stilbata, could you send him a message?
Yeah. I can try. And this is my last spell slot of that level. I'll
Right.
I'll
This isn't a
do
new day.
sending to yeah, it's the same day. I have 21 health points right now.
Oh God.
Excuse me, 28.
Yeah.
And I'll do a sending to Regulus Coup. I don't know if it's gonna work because he's a different one than the one I know technically, so it's one of those things. But I'll do a sending and I'll basically say the general gist of what it was that Rolda wanted me to say.
Very well.
Just if he knows me.
He says, I do. But the Rolda I knew disappeared a long time ago.
Can we communicate back and forth, or is this a like 1-2 done?
This is 1-2 done, and then you have to cast the spell again.
Okay, well I can't cast it again because I don't have another spell slot. But
All right. Well, you get the impression that perhaps he'll come find you guys now.
yeah, I tell Rolda what he said. That he did, but the Rolda he knew disappeared a long time ago.
Hmm.
I can't. I'm very tired, and I can't guess. I can't do it again today.
I'm super tired.
Maybe tomorrow.
Nuvrium is kind of collecting herself. She says, well, it has been a heck of a day. If you'd like, you can all rest here for the night. It's the least I can do, having you defended the wedding and all. Been the best bridesmaids ever, of course.
Yes, maybe. Based on the world shiftingness that's happening, maybe nobody stays alone tonight. In the event something happens.
Sleepover?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know if any one of us should be alone if one of these things happens, and there's important information, or you know what I mean.
Can't take that chance.
Yeah.
We stay together. as you
Okay, I'm
said.
sorry if I vanish at all, guys. I'll try to stick around.
That's okay. We know you're trying your best.
I don't know if I could leave these two worlds right now, anyways. So I think we'll be all right.
So should we open the box first thing in the morning? Carl, what kind
Yeah,
of
if you guys want.
what
Oh, go
what are we
ahead.
gonna have to do to open it? Like,
Yeah,
is there any specific spells we need to have ready, or like what's the?
Is it gonna take a lot of energy?
Is it one of the keys you're holding?
Oh,
Is that a
wow.
lot?
That's a lot of questions.
There's like 3.
It's like Carl gets very easily overwhelmed.
I get it.
Oh, okay. Well, like, if we're all there and we're all good, then I think we can work it out. And that should be all we need. We'll be okay as
Very
long as we got each
descriptive.
other.
All right.
Carl, where did you even come from? I feel like something like you. It seems impossible. And yet
Oh,
you're
I'm
doing
just
these
a guy.
things. Are you even
I'm
from
just
here?
a guy. I used to come from a place that had a lot of flying ships and a lot of guys like this guy over here. And he points at MT1. There's guys like that all over the place. I had a good friend of that guy named. He was Defensive Drone .26. He was a good friend of mine. We used to go on a ship.
Oh, do they have things like this?
The magic of questions.
Pyro conversion.
Oh, stuff kind of like that. Well, not quite as flashy. We used to have them all over the place. Guns. But we come into this other place, and all my friends, they had to get out of there because it was real bad. But I didn't get out. And this guy came up and he said, reality needs maintenance. And you're going to be the reality maintenance man now. But you gotta lose your mind. And then I did.
Do you remember what your world was called, or is it just all kind of memories?
Oh, jeez. You know, I don't think I remember what the world was called. But the ship we used to go around on, I don't remember the name of that. Yeah, we were Silver Wings. The Silver Wings Skyship and the Silver Wing Adventuring Company. Oh, we did a lot of good stuff back in the day. I kind of miss my friends. But I got new friends now.
Anyone else think this is a lot?
I mean,
Oh,
kind of used to it by this point.
Yeah.
God's work in mysterious ways and all that.
Have
yeah.
you ever tried to go back home?
Oh, I've been back there a few times, but like at different times. Sometimes I go back there and all my friends are dead, and sometimes I go back there and all my friends are out doing other stuff.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's not the best, but now I got more friends now than I ever had. You guys are real great.
You're real great too, Carl.
You're pretty
Oh,
great.
thanks, Rhoda. Thanks so much for helping me put things back together, Rhoda. You're a good friend.
You're a good friend too. I'm glad that you're awake and not dead. But
Oh,
I
I'm
I
glad
see.
you're not dead too.
Oh yeah, but I think we all need a rest, and then I'm hoping that that you wake up in the morning.
Oh,
Should we
I should
chance
be all
it?
right. I might disappear every now and then, but I'll try to bring you guys back something.
Okay, because I think that unicorn herb. I think there's only one of those for a long time.
The unicorn said it would work, though, and they seem pretty smart and reliable. I trust that he's gonna wake up and.
Oh, you guys went and saw unicorns for me?
We didn't.
All
I
for
saw a
you.
Oh,
squirrel.
wow.
Carl, you want to know what? The unicorns think you're very special too.
Oh, I never had friends go through so much for me. Oh, you guys is gonna make me tear up.
Carl.
I mean, to be fair, it was kind of about saving the world too. You're very important.
Aw, you guys are great. You know, I've been to a lot of places, but really I don't save anything. I just patch things up from time to time. And like, these guys like you to save the world.
Well,
I'm
that's
just there to help.
But that's very important because, like, if you're on a boat and the world is a boat and it doesn't get patched up, then it all sinks.
I suppose you're right. You make a good point there, Rhoda. You're a good friend. Always looking out for me.
The role of maintenance is very under celebrated in this innovation driven economy.
Jabetta says, I'm tired, and just starts walking towards the room. I'll see you in the morning, Carl.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on.
What? What do you need?
I know. Should we risk waiting? Because we don't know if Carl will be here or not by tomorrow.
Oh, everybody looks pretty banged up, and if I disappear, I'll come back. I mean, I can only go to 2 places right now. So, like,
We
I'll
don't
come
know
back to
when.
one,
Odds are good.
and I can go back and forth between them pretty easily now since they're so close together.
I'll go
Fair enough.
take Lilith's hand. We don't know, but we usually don't know things. Sometimes you have to have faith.
Right, but I feel like time is not a luxury for us to waste.
We're not wasting it, we're recovering.
I mean,
We gotta sleep sometime.
we had a party last
Yep.
night, and it was good, and we met important people.
Yeah, Lilith was like looking
we have
around the
a lot of
room
dragon friends.
and taking it
Yeah.
in and be like,
Jobetta's
she looked
bleeding.
at herself.
Like,
Yeah, no.
like
Lilith and Jabetta, I bet are bleeding. Actually, everyone's probably bleeding.
Everyone's
we took
bleeding.
some
I'm
hits.
Well, and Carl
I'm under
kind
half
of
health.
limply,
It's bad.
limply
Mhm.
walks up to Lilith and says, "Don't worry. I've been in a lot of bad stops before, but they didn't have good people like you guys there. So I think everything will be all right."
Okay.
We can do it in the morning when we're fresh and rested, thinking clearly.
Hey, do you like mints? I got this mint.
Too spicy for me.
And he just holds it up to Lilith. In this awkward moment.
Miss Lilith,
I
have
look
faith
at it
and
and
a
I
mint.
look back at. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm looking at it, look at Carl, and I say thank you.
I was gonna say,
take it.
Jobetta sends message to Lilith, like, take the mint, take the mint.
Take the mint.
Take the mint!
After taking the mint, though, I'll start casting Prestigation and try to clean us off from our
Oh, sure.
blood and
I
dirt.
imagine, Neverine, do you have a pool or a pond or like...
Oh, of course. And Nuvarim and her father begin casting magics and adjusting this place and getting it back to normal. And they create comfortable living quarters and like a bath area for you guys. Seemingly out of thin air.
Sweet.
I don't want to be disrespectful, but would it be okay if I made a little shrine and had a prayer? I promise it's not the law.
Of course. You're one of the bridesmaids. You can do whatever you want tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really need to talk to Salune when the moon drops.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, Rold is going to do a little divination.
All right.
Lilith is gonna go check on the guests that were hiding.
All right. Everybody is returning and kind of mulling about, and everybody's resting and relaxing, kind of taking in the situation. And you all have some time to move about and converse with all of these people.
I want Philip. I know that.
Philip is here. And Philip finds you very soon because he saw that whole exchange with everything. He says, are you all right?
Philip, do you remember my mom?
Ogbog never talked about her very much.
She left when I was pretty
Mostly-
young.
I know it was a bit of a sore subject for him. I'm not sure exactly why.
I mean, I know they didn't fight. I think she had to leave? Or there was something important to do? I mean,
You know your father. He had a
think
soft heart.
the softest. I think she's alive, but I don't know. That's more hope than thinking. And if I'm picking up what my not dad, was offering, I think I have to try and find my mom, but Philip, I don't know where to start at all.
Well, let's pool our resources. If 2 heads are better than 1. Maybe we can put our heads together and find out where she is.
Okay. Gotta start.
I do still have a couple
somewhere.
scrying crystals in my pack.
Yeah,
If you remember enough about her, we could figure something out.
I mean, she was big and furry, and she has our cat, Pickles, and she's a really good hunter, and I don't remember too much else, though. But she was always really good at braiding my hair.
Perhaps if we know Pickles very well, we can find her. Because
You know
Pickles will be with
very
her,
well.
of course.
Pickles will, of course. Pickles is absolutely with her. They go everywhere together. That's a
Finding
start,
a cat
at
should
least.
be easy enough, because a cat isn't going to place, like, spells on itself to hide.
I feel like a bugbear and a cat should be pretty easy to find in this world. You would think.
You would think so.
But I've never found her. I mean, my dad and I were traveling around for like 2 years, and we never ran into her. So I don't know. You'd think it would be easy, but she's not here.
Perhaps there is a way that she had to go away. Perhaps she has to be in hiding for something. Well, I'm sure we can figure it out. But what I want to know more is if all of this stuff is happening, if these worlds are colliding, if you have a chance to be with your father again, are you going to take it?
I don't know. I don't know if he knows me, even. you saw, he didn't really recognize me. And if
Not
he didn't recognize
first,
me,
but-
that means I don't know if we had the same relationship.
Well, maybe.
And I don't want
Maybe
to
there's just
sheep the
not-
simile if it's not the same.
maybe there's just not one of you in that world.
I truly don't know. No one's run into her. He did recognize me eventually, so maybe. Philip, do you think... Philip, if in this world I stayed with my dad, do you think in that world I stayed with my mom?
Maybe you did.
Maybe
That could
that's
be
why
the
he hadn't
difference.
seen me. I don't know what that means, though. What if I'm a different person there? Because I don't know what my mom is like.
Philip's like, I'm having an existential crisis.
Philip's having an existential crisis. I'm having an existential crisis, and Norbog is having an existential crisis because neither of us know the answers to these questions.
It's like this is.
Gilbetta,
Oof.
I was gonna say, Gilbetta
Right.
does kind of overhear. She overheard the first part. She kind of walks up and she says, Norbog, there may be, based on the information I've heard, if we're able to successfully get some of the people in that box back tomorrow, there may be someone that can find
That
someone
would be
that's
helpful,
especially
because
skilled in just that type of.
that would be perfect. Because, I mean, my dad hasn't been wrong with telling me where to look first. He told me how to find you guys. He told me how to find Wormspit, and I mean, that's a pretty good track record. We're getting somewhere, so
Yeah.
maybe Otherworld Ogbog knows what he's talking about too, and I gotta find my mom next. And the unicorns even told me I was good at finding people and bringing them together, so I mean, I bet the unicorns aren't wrong either. Just, I don't know where to start, so if you have anywhere I can start, I will happily take it. Thank you, Gilbetta.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Norbog's gonna go dissociate in the freshly made shower for like 2 hours now. She just got swallowed by a worm too, and is like,
And once everybody kind of like gets towards the end of the night, and like not like right before bed, but about an hour and a half before bed, Gilbetta will. I'm gonna later, whatever interactions can happen, but I'm gonna do Heroes Feast at the end of the night at some point.
Oh, very well. Does anybody want to talk to any of the literal bucket load of NPCs that are rolling around this manor house?
So many conversations.
Or each other. Treat
So
yourself, Norbog.
spa day.
Have
I'm
that
gonna go find
posted in the
Nareem.
I just gotta talk to
Yeah.
Tony.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, do you want to have a chat
Yeah.
with Nareem? Absolutely. Do it.
No, I just talked like so much. Like maybe in the
Okay,
background,
but we-
Nareem and I can be painting our
Okay.
toenails, but like I just talked
Oh,
a lot. So like
absolutely.
someone else, please feel free.
Oh, she's all in. And like to match you, she like grows her dragon feet out. So you're like, she's painting
Gosh.
dragon claws and you're painting your.
Yes, that's happening in the background while other important conversations are happening.
Excellent. All right. Anyone else? Talks?
Just
Lilith.
Just
Where's
that
the
divination.
go?
Divination.
I'm pretty sure after checking on Wormspit and our guests just to see if they're okay, I'm gonna go back to Melissa and William. Melissa's missing a leg. Melissa's gonna
Yeah.
want to know what the heck happened. So she's gonna approach and be like, okay, everyone seems to be okay. What about you two? Are you okay?
We're all right. We're
Honey,
surviving.
you've grown.
William says, yeah, I can even use Corvan's old sword. And when I use it, I can see my dad. And, I mean, it looks like him, and he fights alongside me.
That's nice.
I
You
still have a
did.
bit to learn. I met Radan earlier, and we trained a little bit together. They're the ones who told us where you guys were.
Oh, that's good. And they seem okay?
It's better now. But it was rough for a while. And Melissa says, William, why don't you go take care of Talem for a while? And he kind of looks around and says, all right. And then he goes off to go play with his green dragon. And Melissa and Lilith are left alone together.
I'm gonna reach
Melissa
out
weeps
and hold
a
her
little
hand.
bit. She grabs onto you and holds tightly.
I'm so glad you made it.
I'm so glad you did too. This version of you.
Ah. Yeah. The other self seems to... Well, she sucks.
The blood war. The war between demons and devils has
What?
only ever brought pain to our family. And
Blood war?
when I heard that you had joined up in it, that you had taken over Avernus, the other you,
Ah.
all I could feel was worry. Because I knew what it meant. My father, William's father, tried to leave that life behind and tried to get out of it, and it killed him.
So sorry.
I'm just glad to see that some version of you didn't go down that path. I don't want to lose my infernal sister. She holds on to you tightly.
Won't ever turn into that. I won't. And I'm hugging her. I can't. What happened? If you don't want to talk about it, but your leg.
During the attack, the monsters that Zelos and Blackwind had hit us by surprise. After they made it through the walls, it was chaos. My first priority was getting William and Talem out. We got separated. I had to shield him. I lost my leg. It had to be removed. So I tore it off myself. These things, they can get into you, and they can corrupt you and change you.
I look around the room. These things?
Yes. The ones that Zelos sent when he was teamed up with Blackwind, they were worse. This is just a taste.
Zelos knows these things.
He does.
He's with the Warlocks right now.
He is.
And I'm looking at Jabetta. A conversation to save. Making a mental note.
Mental notes. Check,
Mhm.
check.
I'm so sorry for what you've gone through.
It's okay. Are we safe in your world?
Yes.
I guess just like a bunch of different reactions for the other. And she says, then thank you for that.
I won't let anything happen to you here or there. To any of our family. Things will get better.
We've got the family back together now. Everything can get better now. And
Yeah.
at this point, Rumble Snarl runs in. He's just like, "Oh, Team Growl's back together again. Oh, it's so good. We're fighting monsters and everything."
Oh, goodness.
I don't think Lilith ever really spent time with them.
No, probably not a whole lot. But like Rumble Snarl's whole thing is expecting that he's better friends with everybody than he actually is.
Meta's already killed him once, or tried to.
Yeah, right? And it's just like doesn't bother him at all. He's just like, yeah, that's cool. He runs up and hugs Norbog while she's still trying to paint her nails and gets smudges all over the place. He's like, "Oh, and you've grown up so much. Do you still have
you're
your
muted,
honorary Team Growl badge?"
I shrug off my smudged nail because I can always replace it. And I mean, Norbog, of course, doesn't care that she doesn't know him that well. She's still gonna give him a giant hug and pretend she totally knows who he is.
Yeah, like Rumble Snarl is like, he's a weird gnoll that has always been like this weird uncle of the family who just hangs out with everybody.
Well, I love him even more because I feel a particular kinship to him as like a normally chaotic evil creature who's not. So yes, love him. We are actually best friends. This is great.
Yeah. And you know that now I gotta make it sad. You know that Rumble Snarl is missing his two human brothers, Daryl and other brother Daryl.
Yep.
And Rumble Snarl does a bunch of inappropriate hugs and runs around and ruins a bunch of moments, and that's what he does. Because that's his.
Of course he
whole
does,
bit.
because he is Rumble Snarl.
Because he's Rumble Snarl, and that's his whole deal.
I love him.
And so William plays with Talem, Melissa hugs Lilith, Norbog and Novreen paint nails. Philip prepares his scrying. Rolda, what do you got to do? You're going to contact your god, right?
Yeah.
We're going to do that in just. We're going to do that in just a minute. That's going to be the stinger. That's going to be the stinger before the break.
Okay, good.
Well, I
don't want to oversell it. I don't know if it's going to be that good.
Once we're he knows things you don't apparently. Once we're kind of approaching like evening dinner time, Jobetta's gonna kind of gather everybody up, and do Heroes Feast.
Heroes Feast is laid out.
So it takes an hour to consume, and everybody gets 18. So for 24 hours, you have 18 more maximum HP. You also get healed 18 right now. You're cured of any diseases and poison. You become immune to poison and being frightened for 24 hours. And for the next 24 hours, any wisdom saving throws you make with advantage.
Hero's
All right.
Feast is incredible.
That is fucking OP spell right there.
Yeah, this is what she gets from her god ring.
That's how
okay?
you battle prep, man. Damn.
So this goes on, and the feast is laid out, and it's such a surreal scene. You have warforged creatures. You have Carl, the bizarre warlock from other worlds. You have bugbears, kobolds, goblins, gnolls, cambions. What you would normally use to stock a very high-level dungeon.
Is anybody else picturing the Last Supper painting with Carl in
The
middle?
Last Supper with just like all these, and just all of this mixed together with humans and black shadow dragon assassins and drows and all of these people enjoying a meal together in this place.
Yep.
In the middle
I'm
of
sitting-
what could be the end of worlds.
Oui.
And it's just this beautiful small moment. This unlikely crew, which you would normally expect. Sorry, I'm touching my mic a bunch. Which you would normally expect. You would normally expect, like, this to be a rogues gallery. This would be the evil team in any other time or place. But not here. Here is a group of friends doing their best to have a family and save the world. And the meal continues like that.
I'm gonna sit next to Cookie.
And Cookie is kind of shyly next to you, and he says, I wanted to say I'm sorry again.
No. I should apologize. I'm sorry for hitting you earlier.
You were right to do
I'm really
it.
sorry. No, I'm not. It makes me no different than my father. Hitting someone because you're angry. I didn't realize how much I didn't want to turn into the man I hated. Without realizing I was slowly doing it and all my friends.
And he puts his big meaty pirate paw on your shoulder because okay to describe. Have you ever met a guy that's like this big friendly dude and he's got these enormous fucking mitts? That's Cookie. So when he puts a hand on your shoulder, it's just like it's got weight, right? It's like that grandpa hand on the shoulder moment. And he puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, I found in my many years of living, sometimes when we try to avoid our worst mistakes, we end up making a whole batch of new ones. Sometimes it's best to take the hit on the chin and then learn who you are afterwards. I know it's break time.
Right on time.
Right on
Cat's
schedule.
like, hey!
Wow.
hey, you, listen to the cat. Sorry.
All right. So that happens. And the meal adjourns and everyone rests up for the tasks ahead. Who knows what will befall them? But before everyone goes to rest, Eddie's doing a thing. Okay.
Do you think holding your cat will help?
Maybe we'll see, but I'm not doing that in the main show.
It's not part of the deal.
That's not part of the deal. We have an agreement.
All right.
Okay, Rolda
This is just back talk.
wishes to commune
Mhm.
with her deity.
Set up my little shrine. Take out 25 gold worth of incense. So, the one of many faces. I'm trying to be respectful and use the whole name. I know. I think I know. You want to help. And Carl said that maybe his boss can help, and he seems. Carl is a nice guy, so maybe his boss is a nice guy. But I don't know if you guys know each other. And can work together. Maybe you control similar things. But I guess I need to know the two worlds. Is it better to let them combine together? Or do we have to keep them apart to stop the dead robots from taking over? I guess, yeah, that's my question. Do we let them combine, or do we need to keep them apart?
All right. As you reach out to your god, Rolda, to this spacey fellow, this many faces, you are risen up out of your body, high into the cosmos. And you can see these beings floating around the two worlds, slowly moving in on each other, isolating them, keeping them away from everything. And then above that, you see the enormous form, this many-faced deity made of star fields. And it reaches under you with a hand and pulls you up to it. And it says, "Little Rolda, the worlds will become one. The aftermath is yet to be determined, but that is a certainty. You must defeat the ones who merge metal and death, or they will spread." And then it turns you kind of through space, carrying you on its hand. And it shows you this rusted, rotten, writhing world full of these creatures. If they are allowed to connect to the whole, there will be no stopping them. We mustn't let it happen. You have always gone where your help is needed. My hand has moved you when necessary, and you are needed now.
Is there another me
luck.
here? I'm not breaking the rules of divination.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I only technically get an answer to one question.
It's just,
Last.
no. But there is another you in the other world. And then
The world I'm not in?
it's, yes. And then it sets you back down. And that's where we're going to take a break right there.
I wanted to try to high five myself and see what happened. How did she get over there? All right.
Ho ho!
I thought there was one roll, and now there's like 3 or 4, maybe.
Now there are 5 Roldas. No,
No gods, no king.
We're going to take a break right there. I'm going to go cuddle my cat as per our agreement.
We'll be back in 15 minutes.
In a series, its runes he then did read. The portal erupted in hellish.
Here we go.
Hello. Are we doing a thing?
And we're back.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh,
Hello.
show. Right. Okay.
Oh right.
And
yeah,
welcome back to the Mercenaries of Mischief. We're going on a field trip. Okay.
Oh, how long did you think that one up?
Oh, look, I've had that chambered for a while, and I got to bed about 3 a.m. So, okay. I'm welcome back from the break. I'm all derailed now. Okay, welcome back from the break. I am a very lucky dungeon master, and I like to take this moment in the middle of the show to talk about all these incredible people who make stuff online and what they do, and let them talk about their stuff. Because I mean, I just talk and then they add stuff to this world and make it cool. So let's talk about their stuff. And we'll start with our good friend Norbog, the Hugbear Barbarian.
Hello, I'm Beth, and online I go by Arcady. And right now I'm mostly just a cosplayer. So you can find me on Instagram and Twitter as at Arcady Cosplay, ARKADY Cosplay. Yep, that's pretty much all I'm doing right now.
All right, you're not just a cosplayer. You're the cosplayer. I don't know.
No,
Also- Inadvertent mother of puppets.
I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to tell him what kind of glue to use for that puppet. He tricked me. It's not my fault.
Still very upset with you about it.
Holding together real well.
I'm
it's
sure
doing
he is
great.
because I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, the other night
she's
we were in a call.
Oh, you just cut out.
Oh, we lost you.
Sarah, you cut out.
Oh, I was saying we were on a call the other night and we were just chatting, and John got up and walked away, and in the background when the door opened, far in the distance, I could just see that thing
Peering
hanging
from the shadows.
And I was like, no,
Okay.
please no.
A little bit of side chat with that. We got to bring Marty back in some capacity. We have some plans to
No, we don't. We really don't.
Plans to put mercs in different situations and timelines and things, and do little fun, little short shows with stuff like that. I mean, maybe one of those is something that Marty would be up for. Because I mean, you got the puppet. We got to utilize this.
You don't
But
have
anyway.
to bring Marty back. He is already there. Wherever there is, he is already there.
He's there.
He exists simultaneously
He's-
in all timelines and all
everywhere.
realms, all planes.
He's right behind you, right now, in the shadows. Speaking of which, Lilith, what do you do? Tell us what you got going.
Hi.
Lilith, look up behind you. Marty's there.
No. Hi, so Melissa playing Lilith. I do streams on both YouTube and on Twitch as Dipper Dog. And just recently, I had the lovely Miss Arcady and Aiden from D&D Animations help do a voiceover for Steins Gate playthrough part 1. So if you guys want to catch that, head over to my stream, and then I don't know when part 2 is going to come up, so who knows, it's going to do voices and see us going to lose heads, because good God,
Let me know.
we
the day
were losing
beforehand.
it.
Let me know the day
Oh.
beforehand so I can get in on that, because I woke up 2 hours
Okay.
after you started and I was like, oh, jeez.
Protagonist sure is a protagonist.
Which
Oh,
at the
we
same
were just
time, I like tuned in for a
losing
bit
our
and I'm like, I don't know a
minds.
lot about Steins Gate, but I would probably go into it and be like, hi,
We
I'm
could
Ben
we can catch
Stein,
you up.
and I'm here to
It's not-
talk
yeah.
about my gates.
No, just
We
wait
know
until we
nothing
tell you
about
who this guy is, because first impression wasn't great.
This is where we learn about Ben Stein's gates. You can learn.
Wow.
That's my
These gates
terrible
are
Ben
awesome.
Stein impression. Gilbetta, tell us about what you got going on.
Hey, what's up? I'm here. It's me, Sarah, the production manager here at the Mercs. I don't have super a lot going on at the moment because Hero Factory Season 2 is over. And that's kind of what I spend most of my time doing. So I'm kind of in limbo. So, you know, if anybody needs any stuff done, let me know.
Specifically,
I mean,
like
you know,
editing and broadcasting
Editing.
stuff.
Yeah.
like, yeah, you know, if you need some editing and broadcast stuff, or that, or she's gonna make some killer trash bin content over the next few weeks, guys.
Right? OMG. Dumpster fires.
OMG.
Dumpster fires
Dumpster
everywhere.
fire extinguished is our new sign off for trash bin, as we've decided.
Yeah, we decided that it was until next time this dumpster fire is extinguished.
Last but not least, roll to John. Do you have any new announcements? Anything cool going on? I mean, we're doing that. We're gonna report a podcast on Tuesday. What do we got going on? Else?
Yeah, I guess news. So for those of you who don't know what the Trash Bin is, it's another Twitch channel that we started up where these guys have been playing games. So you know, be sure to follow that. Mom's Trash Bin is the username there. And yeah, Sean and I are going to be guesting. I don't want to say guest starring. That sounds pretentious. We're going to be guest playing on a podcast.
Guest appearance.
Yeah,
doing a walk.
Well, we're not going to appear because it's an audio podcast called D&D in Big D. D&D in Big D. The Big D is Dallas. They're a Dallas-based podcast that has lots of guests on. So you know, go check it out because it's a good place to come across like people from new shows you may not have heard of. It might lead you to a new channel that you like. But we'll be on that and we'll let you know when we have news of when that's going to be coming out so that you can listen to it with your earballs. We also update, I guess, on the Hero Forge stuff. So yeah, we wrapped up season 2 of Hero Factory. They did say that they don't hate us yet and will probably greenlight a season 3 in the future somehow.
We didn't burn all our bridges.
But no, right now they're focusing a lot of on content surrounding the color tools specifically. Can't give details because I don't have them all yet, but we are doing a few more videos for them that probably won't be coming out till October because of mysterious reasons that we'll all find out together at the same time. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Cool stuff coming down the pipe.
Make sure you're following us over on the YouTubes so you don't miss any of that fun stuff. And I feel like there's something else. Oh, we have a couple other projects too that just need to be put together. For those of you who were around a few months ago, we did an awesome learning session with Russ Charles, the lead sculptor from Steamforge games, Steamforge minis, and he taught us how to make cool weapons. So we have some of that content that we just got to put together into a nice little video so you can learn how to make your own custom weapons. You know, and then if you're like me and you 3D print your Hero Forge minis at home, you can like modify those models afterwards, you know, foreshadowing. So, yeah, stay tuned for all of those fun things.
Yeah, stay tuned for that stuff coming out the pipes. Check us out on Trash Bin. And if there's stuff you guys want to see, like if there's games you guys want to see us play on Mom's Trash Bin, check us out on Discord. Send us a message on YouTube or something. Let us know what you want to see, because this is where we're just going to play around with stuff and do whatever. And we do it for you guys. So if there's something you want to see, tell us and we'll show it to you.
And
that's how it works.
yeah. And I'll make sure that in the future, Fox face isn't all scrunched.
Look, that's just how I look now. I've been compressed.
The camera removes six lateral inches.
Exactly. That's how it works for me. Like if I ever let people see exactly how round I was, people were like, "Man, the reboot of Roly Poly Oly is off the chain." But
Roly Poly Oly, wow, deep cut, man.
I'm digging way back in there.
I love that show. I just want to be very clear.
I used to work for a CBC affiliate. I watched a lot of kids' cartoons. Anyway,
I don't have an excuse for having watched a lot of kids' cartoons. I was just home in the middle of the day.
My shift started at like 5:30 a.m. and ended at 3. Like it was the long, and like there was a 4-hour block that was just kids' cartoons. Anyways, so that said, welcome back to the show. When last we left our heroes, God, I'm stuck on the Roly Poly Oly stuff. The audience is having reactions. Okay. So, welcome back. Our heroes have recouped after the wedding. Conversations were had. Worlds are colliding. People are meeting dads that don't know them, but they've also lost, so like conflicting emotions are happening. Rolda's talking to gods. Lilith's having meetings with her infernal sister. It's all sad now. Things are weird.
You heard it all. It's official. Spacey is a god. I wasn't sure what he was.
Puck says a lot of things. That's Mercenaries of Mischief.
That's true. That wasn't technically in game.
Tell you what, you definitely spared Lilith. If you watch a Warlock show, Puck was kind today.
Look, we were short on time. Look, I'll cut you later.
No.
Decisions had to be made.
Now you're making a thing of it. No, I'm gonna come for you because you asked about it.
She's asking for it.
Okay. We have fun here. All right. So that said, everyone has had their long rest and recouped, and the morning comes. And everybody slowly arises, some with freshly painted nails. And Carl is gone and is never coming back. Now, Carl is... I had to do it just a little bit for that look. Carl is out in the doorway, and he's just looking out over the world in the morning light. As everyone slowly awakens.
Jobetta's been awake for hours because, trancing. So
because
I only need 4 hours of sleep.
Because of elf shit.
So I need to get aspect of the moon for myself instead of giving it to Pin. Jobetta should have been like, "Can you actually just?" I actually would like it instead.
I want it for me.
Transfer to me, please.
And he still prays to Salune now. It's great.
Have a more a morning pray in the bath, I guess.
All right.
Since there's
During the night, could we have collected the boss's sword, that weird sword?
Oh,
Sure, it's not lying around anywhere.
absolute. Look, why not?
Yeah, I don't think we would have just left it in the yard or
Yeah,
in
it was
Like
somebody.
just sitting
the,
there.
I mean,
the hall
you
or
don't-
wherever the ceremony
From
was.
what I learned, if
It's
you
got
don't
caution
say
tape
anything,
around it.
probably gonna happen.
The
It's definitely-
folks from an organization known as Damage Control arrived
What?
to clean up the corpses and take care of the debris and the rubble
Wait.
and clear everything out. And that stuff just goes into a bin. That is a Marvel shout out for those of you who got it. But anyways, never
Wait,
mind,
hold
that's
on.
not
Where
yet.
did you guys come from?
Wait, who are you?
No, the sword is still there. Like the bodies and stuff have kind of been brushed aside. and
They're kind of
everything
like
is
piled
really
up
put-
in a corner.
Yeah.
Okay, just like a quick recap of night before morning. We have a sword. It's sheathed. I want to make sure it's definitely sheathed.
It does not have a sheath.
I'm gonna ask Neverine if there's a sheath around her place. I'm sure she's got her. She seems like a weapon collector.
She,
impression I get
had
from
some
her. She is the
cloth
weapon.
to- she had to use some cloth to wrap it in.
Oh,
She
okay,
says,
we'll
I'm
work
sorry,
on that.
dear. I don't have much use for weapons. I'm pretty deadly on my own.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm also
also,
kind of a magic user.
what's that worm thing called? For
Phyrexian?
Pharrell
worm-
Williams.
Phyrexian worm?
Cool.
Phyrexian.
Does it look like its skin is thick? Like it could be used?
No.
Okay, no.
It looks
Mm,
rotten
What
and
about
patchy.
gross? Was it also metal too? You said it was like metalish.
Parts of
rotten?
it were metal. It had like metal pieces reinforced on it and things.
Does the metal seem like something that we can like gather?
Oh,
Mine?
now this is a
I don't know
scene.
what word I want to use. What?
Now this is a scene. We're gonna do a scene.
No.
You did this to yourself.
Wants to help.
You did this to yourself. You only have yourself to blame. Now you're gonna have a bad day.
You haven't watched the last couple episodes of Warlocks, have you?
Not really.
As you're examining this,
Oh no.
Mazakil
Someone-
Jazared, who you know is the father of Nubarim, comes
Uh-huh.
over to you.
Okay, good. Someone stop me if this is bad.
He says,
I'm scared.
"Are you planning to repurpose them as weapons?"
Weapon, armor, anything that could help us.
The best thing to do is to burn it all away. And he grabs like a piece of wood, like a flint, and kind of rubs it along it, and it accumulates this kind of thick black goop. They can spread with it. Their corruption is thick and deep. He tosses it back into it. When they first came to the Underdark, they spread through the Drow like wildfire. They thought they could use it to make themselves more powerful. The Spider Queen whispered that power, above all, is best. These things do not work with you, in life or in death. Their purpose will be fulfilled, whether we defeat them or not. That's all they work towards. We cannot use them We should not even be near them when they are dead. We need to burn it all away.
Well, I don't know much about this, so if that's what you think is best, then okay.
I didn't know a lot before. Are you familiar with my order?
Mm-mm. No.
Hmm. My people were once slaves to shadow dragons. The Shadowfell. Until we found a way to take that power for ourselves and escape. Imagine my horror upon finding my own people, the Drow, under the thumb of the Spider Queen, unable to reach their true greatness.
Lilith, right?
I understand. I believe that the only way that Drow society can truly progress is to throw off the shackles of the Spider Queen. So I always keep a close eye on the Underdark. There's always more people to take out, more heads of power, more Driders. And I've watched these worms come through. And they started in the Underdark. And it appears they're making their presence known more and more on the surface. So I've had time to watch them and understand their tactics. They're searching, collecting. He kind of looks off. Says, have your friends ever gone somewhere very dangerous in search of a powerful item?
Been an occasion.
That's what they're doing. Except we're the items. They want the most powerful beings that live in this world. They want to dissect them and add their pieces to the whole.
That sounds
And
terrifying.
whatever... Indeed. And everything that is not strong enough to be collected is corrupted and added anyways. Usually for more menial tasks. This is not something that can be reasoned with. It's not something that can be tricked or fooled or persuaded. They seek only to reshape all worlds. Keep that in mind in fighting them.
So it needs to be removed.
I will have my men destroy it.
Thank you for sharing that knowledge.
There's no problem. I must thank you. Nuvarim was a troubled child. There are a number of mysterious circumstances surrounding her birth that I'm not willing to get into. It is good to see her interacting with good-hearted people.
She's very kind.
So it would seem.
This...
Thank you so much for what you have done for my daughter. You and your friends. When the time comes, the Shadrakai will be at your back.
From the battle, My friends got hurt. And was just trying to think of a way to defend ourselves a little better. I guess that, which I point to the worm, is like, isn't going to be helpful.
Only death.
But only death. So
Beings that only traffic in death cannot be used to create or preserve life.
then may I request, if it is not going to harm you in any way, my friend Rolda managed to make something from a dragon.
Yes.
I was wondering if the skills you have when you turn into that. Will it... Do you shed?
Can I has your scales?
I went to
that
your
awkward
skin.
moment. It's like, can I have your skin?
Let me know.
I just want to wear it around.
Let me know if he looks at me weird because I got something for this. I don't want to ruin our
That's the
relationship.
lotion in the skin.
It's there is a cocked eyebrow in your direction.
Okay, so this looks bad. Let me know.
There's a cocked eyebrow in your direction. That's all you're getting.
I'm gonna burn my stupid spell for a moment like this.
And I turn into a mammoth.
My answers to everything. No, I'm gonna use the gift of gab,
Okay.
which lets me think back 6 seconds of what I said if it was ridiculous.
This is the most Lilith spell
Best
that has
spell
ever
reveal.
Yeah.
been employed on this show.
She's just like, nope, 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 nope.
Rewind.
There's actually a retcon spell.
So from that reaction, I'm like, doopy doopy doo. So, yes, thank you for your wisdom. I shall share that with my friends. Lovely meeting you. Your daughter's great. She's stiff and awkward about this.
Like, yeah, I picture it exactly like that. Like, the awkwardness doesn't go away for Lilith. It's still very much there. So she just rewinds the situation and she's like, doopy doopy doo. Like, I guess
I'm gonna walk
Hey.
off now.
I'm
this
So
game.
that happens.
That happens. Meanwhile, Rolda went to talk to Carl at the window.
Okay.
Are we still? What time of night are we at? Because Lilith said she did that the night before. When?
She did that the night before, so then we'll
Oh, okay.
flip back into morning, and then we'll say it's
Okay.
morning now, and Rolda could go talk to Carl. Oh,
Jabetta has to pray too.
of course.
I have questions.
So Rolda, what do you want to say to Carl?
Good morning.
Good morning, Rolda.
Did you sleep well? Did you stay here most of the night?
I slept for a little bit, but I've been asleep for a couple days now. I didn't need that much. I think I'm caught up.
So I talked to Tony Spaceman,
Uh-huh.
and they said They didn't. They didn't really say anything about your boss, so I think it's okay. I think they want to work together. But
Oh, I think they could be friends.
yeah, but they said that the worlds have to collide. We just have to make sure that the monsters don't take over. But we can't stop the world from colliding. I don't think that our friends want that to happen because they're scared of their other self.
Oh, that's okay. I'm a little scared too.
It's okay to be scared. I'm scared lots of times, but you just have to do things. You just have to keep doing things.
Sometimes you gotta do your job even if you're scared to do it. Because you gotta do it.
Because you gotta do
Nobody
it, right?
else is gonna do it. I guess you gotta do it.
This is what I keep saying to people. You just gotta do it.
You're
And
a
then-
real smart, Rolda. That's a good thing. You should put that like on a sweater or something.
maybe it would just say like, just do it.
Maybe like on one of them little pillows that people put on couches. But
Yeah.
you can't just use them as a pillow because it's not like a pillow. You're not supposed to use them for anything. They're just decorative pillows.
Why would you do that? Why would you have a pillow that you can't use like a pillow? Why wouldn't you just make like a picture?
Well, because it's like an inspiration. You got that fun words on it, and you put it on there, and people will walk into your house and look at your fun word pillow and be like, "Oh, those are good words. I'm gonna use those words in my life."
So if it's for people coming to your house, then you could put it on like the doormat, and the conversation devolves in this direction.
Yeah, it just devolves from there.
Just trails out. They get deep into this "where is the best place to put words for visitors" conversation.
Roll with Carl is so much fun. I just love it.
They should have a talk show.
Absolutely. Rolda and Carl's talk show.
Rolda
We
and
should
Carl
do it on Trash
podcast.
Bin. Rolda and Carl in the morning. Okay, never mind. We'll do
Rolda and Carl in the morning.
And we'll just yes and each other into oblivion on like ridiculous tangents in character. All right, is there anything else you want to say to Carl?
No, I think that's. I just wanted to see if anything sparked off red flags that he felt the need to give more information. So no.
All right.
And yeah, Rolda's probably just considering how to break this news. Because by this point, she's figured out some people might. She's starting to learn tact a little bit, not much, but.
Oh,
We're getting there.
cool.
Progress has been made.
Progress is being made.
She doesn't blurt things out as much anymore.
All right. So if nobody else has anything else, I believe Jabetta has a prayer.
Yeah. Jabetta just kind of goes for a swim, and she's just kind of like,
right.
"Hey," she's just kind of like, "Hey, are you the same as the, or is that do gods work across like?" How's
You
that?
hear two voices.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
And they both say, I am the same.
Okay, then why do I hear two voices? Jabetta says out loud.
Because it is almost done. The gods move differently. We are in all places at once.
Okay. So what will happen? Will anything change for you if these two worlds collide?
It's kind of like just merging some workload, really. if I had to put it together like that.
Are you disappointed in the other me? Because I am.
Oh. Short answer, yes, with an if. Long answer, no, with a but.
Yeah. Pretty much. She's kind of the worst. But also she
Other
lost
you
everything.
is broken. And when we have broken hearts, we do bad things. Sometimes for ourselves, sometimes for others.
I mean, I get
Broken
it.
people
She
break
wants...
people.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. She wants Sharp back. I would. But this place still has the death curse, which is weird.
That is weird.
And
actually, I'm surprised
like,
you haven't looked into it more.
you know, there's a lot happening. I'll be honest.
No, look, I'm not trying to... All right, Moonchild.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tell you your business. However, these dead creatures, a death curse that's still prevalent, more strength here than in your world, but apparently in both places.
Right.
Do you think perhaps these things are connected?
Yeah, but nobody knows, like, nobody knows where I can find information. Like, I've asked, and, like, nobody seems to have anything. I don't know where else to go.
Perhaps you should make way for Chult.
Chult. Oh my gosh, I can get this snappy. And take this snap. Okay, I'm getting off track.
I could get even more dinosaurs.
I can have all the dinosaurs.
I can
I wonder if
have
there's an owl in
twice
this
as
world.
many dinosaurs.
Yeah. Oh man, Chult. Oh, that place. I just, you know, I can't talk to you there, and I can't, like, feel your
Yeah,
presence as
that's
much there.
fine. You'll be okay. I believe in you. If you hang out in Noob Tao's country, I'll be polite, I'll leave the room, but you'll handle it. You always do.
So Chult for the death curse.
For the death curse. And if something has that amount of influence over death and undeath, perhaps, if it's not connected, maybe it could even be your ally.
Yeah. This world has just got so many things that went so wrong then in our world. And so many of them are her fault.
You can boil it down that way. Or you could spread it out to a bunch of other things. Truly, most of it is Zelos and Blackwind's fault.
Well, everything's their fault. In some way or another. When you've been around that long and you're that much of an asshole, it just kind of happens.
Yeah, no, look, I mean, you know, that whole thing, it's weird. And I wish I had more information for you about it, but my hands are tied. But
yeah.
I mean, the thing is, good and bad outcomes in these worlds is always the difference between a flip of a coin or a roll of a dice. It's the rare moments where people's will, passion, and perseverance change the course of events. But things can just as easily go the other way. There are worlds worse than this, and there are worlds better than yours.
That's what
But
I
really,
keep
it's all
thinking about
subjective.
too. All the like me's out there that are awful, and then all the me's out there that are better than I am and worse than I am. I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle most days.
True.
But I don't.
But if you measure things long enough, you'll always be in the middle.
Well, that's why you're the god and I'm the prophet.
The moon child. We're gonna go with moon child from now on. That's
Okay. I don't know.
I'm trying it out. How do you like it? Moon child.
I like it. No, I
Didn't
dig
used
it.
to
It's
call
fine.
you that?
No, it's cool.
I
Yeah,
believe
it's
we used
good.
to call you moon child. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay,
There's,
that's-
so a lot's happened since then, but like I think that's good. Like it's, it's kind of, it's like short, it's catchy, it's not like,
yeah,
it's not too like,
callbacks,
yeah, and
like
callbacks and like it's a whole thing.
in
Yeah, no, I
today's
dig it.
modern world, it's important for religions to stay fresh.
I know, I dig it. We got to stay on like the up and up and like, yeah, no, you're cool, great, I love it.
Absolutely.
Also,
All right.
this ring is dope.
It's really good. Don't get two.
What?
Don't get two.
One, but,
Or if you do, don't keep them.
okay, fine.
All right?
If I find
don't want those
another
look.
one, I'll weigh what that one does and what this one does, and like
Moonchild. There's 5 of those rings. I don't want them all in one place at one time for too long.
No, I'm saying
All
if I
right?
come across another
I've
one,
been very clear about
figure
this.
out which one I want and put the other one
Okay.
back, and then like
All right. I may take them both from you at some point. I just want you to know this.
I mean, we don't gotta do that.
Well, we might.
All right, well, if it's you doing it, I trust it. I'm not worried about it. So
You know what they say about depending on the moon. I'm going to change. Yeah, I probably won't change into a bear.
That's my thing.
Yeah, that's your thing.
So
good to see you taking some more levels in cleric. By the way, I appreciate that.
yeah. I look. Look. All right. Life has been tumultuous. Okay. Some shit happened.
Sidebar, one of my favorite things about this show is the casual relationship y'all have with the god.
Look, some shit happened. It's fine now. I was going through some stuff.
Like all that revelry and reverence bullshit is for priests. We're clerics. It's different.
Yeah. This is cleric is like your god's go-to guy. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
And then Jobetta's just like, all right, so I'll go with Schult.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Good on you.
Try to convince everybody to go to Schult.
Okay.
I'll go by myself if I have to.
I have a feeling that things just might work out that way in your favor.
All right. Well, you are all knowing, so. and
twist. Cookie's like, no, we can't go to.
No, none of us can go. Everyone stays here.
And Jobetta's like, okay.
Everyone just stay here and T-pose for the next 4 days. All right. Now, so if you're done talking to God.
Jobetta's just kind of like, All right, have a good night. Bye.
All right, Selene out.
Bye. I almost lost it when she said, "Gotta keep it fresh."
Yeah, gotta keep it fresh. Gotta keep it real.
100.
She's like the CEO of a snack foods brand.
Yeah.
What are you doing for the Selune brand?
Yeah,
Like-
she's out of touch, but she's got like second, third hand. This is what the kids are into, right?
This is what the kids are saying these days.
I feel like we've had this meme before.
Oh god. Ooh,
Absolutely.
okay.
Anybody else for morning interactions?
And then I just go find people.
Okay. Yes, Lilith. Yes,
All right,
Lilith.
since all right, so Nevereen's dad was a flop. I'm gonna ask Nevereen something instead. I'm gonna be quick.
Can I?
Only a level
No.
2 spell. You.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
saying that.
Round 2. Let's do this. I'm ready.
God.
Let's hear
All
it.
right, round 2. Okay, this one's gonna be casual. So Lilith approaches Nevereen. I don't want to take too long of your time, and just be like, Nevereen, is it at all possible for you to make scrolls?
To make what?
Scroll, like, piece of parchment or something, so I can.
Oh, spells.
I can't. Yes.
I
Do you have
suppose
that
I could look
ability?
up a few of them. Well, I'm not much of a scribe, but my dear Cal is very handy with a quill. And I have some ancient knowledge that perhaps I could pass down to him, and he could scry out for me.
I appreciate that. Whatever you recommend, but there's one thing I really would
Of
like.
course. What is
Haste.
haste?
When my friends are in a pinch. I need to get there on time.
Of course, dear. I'll work it up together. I'll get Cal right on it. And if you have to depart in between, I'll pass it to you through the shadows.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Thank
at
you
all.
so much. And I do that
I
whole,
hope
like,
my father
grabbing
wasn't
her hand.
too dreadful to you the other night.
Mm-mm. Everything was fine. He's likable. Good talk.
I don't like his
certainly
scales
would never
at
ask
all.
him for scale. That's weird. Who would say that? I'm just wondering aloud at this moment.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm glad he wasn't too hard on you.
Not at all.
Good.
I'm gonna go.
I like to imagine about this point, you hear Gilbetta like at the front of the house, like, let's go save some strangers. Like, getting prepared
As
for
usual.
whatever in the heck we have to do to open this box.
Right. I asked, does Talon gonna get skills from that? Or does it? Just curious.
Well, Talem's a green dragon, and
Yeah,
I mean,
it's got scales.
you guys already got
Do they
one
shed?
of those. Well,
No,
I
they
mean,
don't shed, do
Talem's
they?
still growing. He's just a young dragon. They all shed. They all shed scales.
Any
it
chance
is
we can
said.
collect them?
Are they like everywhere? Are they like, is it like cat hair and they're just around?
Turn back.
You just shake out the vacuum.
Just tell me no. Just let me know if
All
it's a
of
no-no.
these.
I'm asking.
I know. Look,
It's
I
weird.
know what you're asking. I want you to do a nature check,
Oh my god.
and then I will tell you what you know about dragon scales.
Oh no. Okay. Skills, nature, intelligence. Hey,
Yes.
not a minus. Wait a minute. Did it go?
18. You know a lot about dragon scales.
Oh my god, thank you, weird dragon guy that we probably walked and talked with that we kind of didn't really need in the end. I forgot his name, but he reminded me of
Wow.
Nigel Thornberry.
Regulus
You remember his
Q?
name? No, not Regulus Q.
Regulus
the
Q.
that
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't Regulus. It was
Okay.
that weirdo we stopped at the who rolled in mud before we like
Oh, yeah, right. Oh God, we got to
The
bring him
tracker
back.
guy.
He
The
was
tracker
a lot
guy.
like Nigel Thornberry. Oh, that was a fun NPC. Now I'm nostalgic. Okay, now
Oof, okay.
He died off scene somewhere.
he died off screen
He's
tragically, like the most horrific
Yeah.
way. It says
It
right here,
happens.
fractured ass. Okay.
Oh, yes,
Fractured
Tom.
ass.
I believe it was Tom.
Tom,
Tom
Tom
Thornberry.
Wellings. There we go. All right. So, coming back to it. Here's what you know about dragon scales.
Well,
Growing dragons shed scales more often. And it's not usually like the back scales and that kind of thing. Those kind of, it's generally like scales from like the chest and lower body area.
okay.
So younger dragons shed more scales. And it is also said that the best quality scales do not just fall off of dragons, they must be given, and you must be the friend of the dragon to acquire them. Ba-dum-bum.
I can do that off screen and we can keep going. Yeah.
Oh no, we
Yes.
could do all kinds of stuff. Look, you guys play Dungeons and Dragons as much as you want. All right, so if nobody else has anything else,
I will just trying to sort out because I gotta tell somebody about what I know other than Carl, and so there'll probably
I'm
be
gonna-
like going up to Yeah.
Just gonna, not to metagame too much, but you could tell Norbog.
you could totally tell Norbog.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Do it.
so yeah, so
Norbog's
like
having a little crisis in the corner.
we'll probably be like walking towards Lilith, and then like nope, last second, and going towards Javette and be like, yeah, and then eventually make the way over to Norbog.
Go to Lilith. She's muttering something about dragon scales. She just...
Yeah.
Right? And he walks by Jobetta as she's like, look, shit happened. I don't know what to tell you. Like, and Rolla's like,
Then you...
Norbog, I kind of learned something that I think is important, but I don't know how the other ones are going to take it. But maybe it will be a good thing for you. Maybe?
Is this about how they don't want to be evil? Merged with evil?
Yeah. It's
I was
pretty
getting
much
that,
about
too.
that. Well, so it's gonna happen. The worlds are definitely gonna collide into one, and it doesn't seem like there's really any way to stop that. But we can stop the monsters from taking over.
Okay. Yeah, they're definitely not gonna like that.
No,
I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
I don't think it would be bad.
I know they're worried, but the other them is still them. Just
Yeah.
a little different, but
And
there still has to be something good in them.
I'm sure that they're just different things happen. I think the scary part is we don't know which parts of which world are gonna be in the end part. Like, will water deep be regular or will it be underwater?
And, I mean, even slightly closer, we don't even know who we might be merged with.
Oh yeah. Well,
At
I'm sure
least
that
Gilbetta and Lilith know.
I'm sure that if there's not another us, we'll just be the one us. But I wonder if the death curse will still be there.
Now that's an interesting question. I'm probably not the right one to ask about that.
You know who would probably know, and I'll take out my sending stone. I'll be like, Pen knows all of the things. He has a book that lets him know all the things. And just as I'm about to like hit his frequency or whatever, wait a sec. I think there was a time when he could have merged with another him, and he did not want to do that either. I'm gonna call Radan. Radan usually knows what to do.
Oh God.
And I will I will send Radan the message that I have it on good authority. The worlds are definitely going to collide. We can stop the takeover of the metal undead, but
All right.
can't stop the collide.
You send that message to Radan, and we're going to have that exciting conclusion tomorrow.
Tune in tomorrow for the conclusion of that conversation.
The conclusion of that conversation. That said, do you guys want to go talk to Carl and see if he can go open
Can we
this
go save
box
the
full
people
of
now?
people? You absolutely can.
Open that box.
What's in the box?
Seems like a smart plan.
What's in the box, Carl? What's in... All right.
Yeah, Jobetta's like, Carl, okay, let's go. She like,
Okay. Here. And he goes through his robes and he pulls out some rope. And he says, you guys gotta tie this around all of our wrists together. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
but I'm the one doing that.
Alright, he puts his arm out and you guys kind of tie it all together until you're all linked. And he says, okay. No, we just gotta wait a little bit. Then, yep. And so,
Hey, and Jobetta says, hey, Carl. Oh, she was going to say, hey, Carl, what if you talk about your boss? Maybe if you try to talk about your boss, maybe he'll just send us.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I should do that. But it's just long enough for it to be awkward that you guys are all standing there with your wrists tied together. All of the other people are staring at you guys. There's a long, awkward silence that occurs. You like hear birds chirping outside. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have much control over it. I got, and then poof, you guys are gone, and you're in that hallway that you were in, Gilbetta. This infinite blackness, and you're all standing next to that box, this formation that appears to be full of individuals.
That's them. That's all the people.
Oh, now we're here.
Is
all
it-
right, guys.
Now what?
So, like,
That's a lot, right?
so you know how like time and memories and reality work together, right?
That's kind of your department, Carl.
Oh, right. Okay. So like say you like remembered somebody real good. Think of that memory like a fishing hook. And if you get that memory fishing hook in there, you can hook the people and bring them out. And if you hook enough of them and break it out, then the whole thing's gonna collapse.
Oh,
Sound good?
And we
Hmm.
can see them?
Yeah, you can see them down in there.
It's like silhouettes based on right.
And if,
In that, like,
and if the people that are in there remember somebody else, maybe they'll bring another one out like a chain. And it's like,
Oh, that
hey, you
would-
guys ever played Barrel of Monkeys?
yeah.
Why would you put monkeys in a barrel? That would be mean.
Unless you put them in a barrel so they link the arms together and you pull them out.
You could
And
just
they go,
ask them
"Oh,
to.
look at the
They're not real. They're little carved and tiny, and they're fake. They're toys. It's a toy world.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. Sure. Who did I remember? I remember Marcus Phoenix. There's a lot of those people I didn't know too good, but I knew him pretty good.
All right. And as you think of that memory, you can feel like that connection like slip into this place and try to grab hold of that person. And roll that as you think about that. The whole place shakes. It shudders like you were on a ship that got hit with a whale.
Oh, are you something wrong?
You hear that sound again, like someone tapping a knife on a pane of glass.
Mm-mm.
And it happens 10 times. And then Carl looks up. He says, "Oh no." And you see two kind of glowing yellow eyes and then 20. Illuminating this rotting, dripping mass of flesh and steel as it has wrapped itself around this dark place that you're in. And we're going to stop there for today.
I was just sitting there thinking, like, okay, so do I cast Spirit Guardians now, or do I just wait till next?
Wait till next.
I don't know what's
How
gonna
many
happen.
Spirit Guardians are required?
I don't know what's gonna happen. Inevitable.
Oh, what is going to happen? I don't know. You'll have to tune in next week.
Mm.
And then we could do that
Nothing
cool
good.
thing. I wish we could do this, but we do the shows live. But like, you know how they do that thing at the end of animes where they like show clips of the next episode, but it's just the characters
Yeah.
talking over it, like it's a
Right.
thing that's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just like,
We
oh,
could
here's
try
what's
it.
going to go on.
Yeah, we can try it.
Just us running, screaming.
Yeah, it's just like ah. Just back
Wait.
And
forth,
I
just
cast
like,
Prayer of
"Let me go, let
Healing.
me go, let me go, let me
Don't
go."
worry, guys. It's gonna be fine.
And then it ends on the title card.
Yeah.
Play the theme song. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much to my players for joining us on this weird, magical journey of multiple worlds and bizarre philosophy and identity crises and whatever weird stuff comes out of my head. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes. Please check us out on Mom's Trash Bin. Check out our Discord if you want to talk to us directly or give us ideas for stuff you want to see on future shows. Check out our YouTube where we got a lot of episodes going up after the fact, you can catch up. Just watch season 2. It'll get you caught up to what's going on right now. You don't need to watch all season 1, which was really long because we didn't get popular until like halfway through, and then I ended it. But that's the way that works. Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. Check all that stuff out. Check out these incredible people. Be sure to check out Arcady Cosplay on the Instagram and the Twitter, because Norbog is so wonderful. And look, my dream is to have Arcady show up in like Norbog cosplay at some point. Probably not during the summer where she's gonna melt.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, on stilts.
You don't know me that well because I never cosplay seasonally appropriate stuff. I will be outside in 100-degree weather in like black wool and black leather and 7 layers. And then when it's snowing, I'm like, let's go to the mountains and take a photo shoot in a chiffon dress with no sleeves. Like, I will show up as Norbog in like the LA heat wave.
Oh, you know, I would rather not have you pass out on stream.
You don't want to have an exciting stream?
Look, I want to have an exciting stream, but I feel so bad for you because I almost died wearing 2 layers in plus 30 degrees Celsius weather when I was trying to like impress some girls for the TV station I worked at. But, so I don't want to put you through that.
Somebody tells me that was a misguided attempt.
No, it was super misguided. I'll tell the story sometime. Watch our other stuff and we'll have it all. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, class dismissed.
And Edwin charged it well, for to avenge his home and hearth, this paladin in hell. Sir Edwin Ardu sought Balthor's lair amidst 9 plains of fire, whipping off heads of devils who dared to halt his quest of ire.